we're gonna
What's your Cocoa?
Talk about a couple of things in Cocoa with Kymmy. One, we're gonna talk about YouTube killer, Instagram, TV. But first, I wanted to bring something up because this happened last week. And speaking of my generation, there is a group of people in my generation who I call 30 and 40 teen. Because they do shit that you would think that by this age you would not be doing anymore.
Right.
So I was sitting on my sofa the other day, and one of my favorites, because he's from Harlem, but he hangs out in Jersey a lot, and we have a couple of mutual friends. Jim Jones was arrested in Coweta County, which is here in Atlanta, isn't it? Coweta County is not far from here. Coweta County is somewhere in this area. So a Coweta County investigator said he spotted a gray Mercedes SUV traveling south on I-85. So, yeah, it must be around here somewhere. The car diverted into the left-hand emergency lane several times. When the investigator pulled beside the SUV, officials said the inside of the car appeared to be filled with smoke and the smell of marijuana. A traffic stop was conducted. While officers were exiting the car, the driver of the SUV accelerated and led police on a police chase that ended on Griffin Street. Police later pulled in front of the SUV and stopped it, and they were intentionally struck by the car. The four people inside of the car, including Jones, were ordered out of the car and told to place their hands on the roof. Jones said he told the driver of the car, identified as Anna Miles, to pull over, but said she was incoherent. They searched the car and found a backpack in the back seat that had 23 oxycodone pills, a Titan 25 caliber pistol loaded with several bullets, marijuana, a Ruger 9mm handgun, reported stolen from DeKalb County, and another backpack that had a variety of oxycodone, Percocet, THC oil, and a passport, and $148. Why? Why?
Rough year for Dipset.
This Dipset, the devil is coming.
His baby mama,
Cam doing cool. He out the way, but
yeah.
The devil is coming against this Dipset reunion, and I rebuke him, because when they get to Atlanta for A3C, I plan to be right up in there. Dipset, and they can't be doing. Jimmy, what you doing? Jewels, what you doing?
Jewels can't come here without his mama.
So that was another thing I was gonna say in Cocoa with Kymmy. Joel Santana, as a part of his bail agreement with the judge in New Jersey, they said his mother has to accompany him if he goes on any out-of-state trip. So shout out to Joel Santana mama. If you see him, if you go to any of these concerts that they're having,
take me to the concert.
You can. Joel Santana mother has to be in the building, according to this judge in New Jersey.
Speaking of rappers going through like legal troubles, I heard I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't thinking about it, but they set a new trial for Meek Mill. I thought that was all kind of over with.
He is out pending trial. He was in jail because he hadn't gone to trial yet.
Okay.
So they let him out because I don't think he had bail because he had violated his parole.
Okay.
So they let him out, but he still has to go to court and fight and see what the charges or whatever.
He'll be on probation.
But he violated his probation. Yeah. He violated his parole.
He'll be okay.
If he gets off, good. But don't get on parole.
But you notice it.
But when you get on parole, you gotta sit your ass down somewhere. You got to sit your ass down somewhere.
I'm gonna be real with you. Me being around people like that, sometimes it's not that person. It's the people that's around you.
And that sounds like what happened with Jim Jones. I thought Jim Jones was driving.
Yeah. No, he wasn't driving.
So it's like,
but you know not to put yourself in these positions with these people. Like, come on.
Sometimes you don't know. Because
okay. Well, just like Jewel.
I had a situation like that before. Like
me too.
I had just gotten an accident in my Cadillac, and one of my front lights was out. I was taking my barber home one night, and I mean he had beer and weed in the car and shit. So when the police pulled us over, I told him, I said, I know what he pulling us over for. I said, he pulling us over because of my light. I said, I'm going to just tell him I got in an accident. So he took the weed, put the weed in the beer bottle or whatever. And when he came over, like he was just, letting me know about the light, and he was tripping, and I'm like, yo, I say, just chill. I got switches and shit in the car, so the police asked me about the switches. I said, yeah, they mine. I said, there's no marijuana in the car. I was like, you can search the car if you want to or whatever like that. But he was like, the police was like, yo, he was like, if it weren't for you just being like cool,
right, you would have been.
He said, I would have took him to jail.
But this is the thing: if you push rewind on this episode, and you go back about 2 minutes, you're gonna hear something very important that he said. He said he knew the dude had weed and all this stuff, right? So this is what I'm saying. Don't do that. Just don't do it.
I mean, I was taking him home. I mean, he got it rolled.
I don't
He
care.
got it rolled in a blunt.
I have way more to lose than Anna Rajane Miles. Because guess what? I have a show to be at in all these different cities. So you might, I don't know, but I
know how
got
to
shit to
maneuver.
do.
I done got pulled over with liquor in the car by state troopers. I done pulled the liquor.
And he has too. Trust me, he's gotten pulled over a million times. I don't want this to be. It's like with him and Jewels, with the guns at the airport. Like, it's just some things you can kind of like, why did you have a gun at the airport?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat the fucking blunt.
Anyway, I pray that they get it together and they all stay out of jail, because this is like 40 teen behavior that I was talking about, like having a girlfriend forever and never marrying her, and having kids and just never really locking down and getting caught cheating, and Instagram models DM. Like, at a certain point, you gotta move. If you gonna do that, you gotta move a little bit smarter. You supposed to be a OG in the game,
I just think him and Joy's just off.
I just need him to do better, because I really like them.
Cam,
I really like them.
the only one that got sense.
Okay, like, Cam is a little extra too. Sense. He might be 40 teen too.
Nah, Cam got.
He's smart as hell. Don't get me wrong, business wise. But I'm just talking about as far as like getting into stuff, because he'll go flip on somebody in a minute too.
He'll get his ass up
did
out
it
of
to
this
Jimmy. Jim Jones.
Did he? He flipped on him?
Remember the whole little.
Oh, right. That's true. See what I'm saying? That's that 40 teen shit. I love them, and they really bring me to Harlem with they stuff. But come on, y'all, we gonna grow up. But
like our Harlem dudes move.
I love it. I love them.
As fuck. Like them some smooth ass hustlers.
Well, they ain't too smooth, because they getting caught in Coweta County with guns and drugs in the car.
Ain't too smooth.